Hey everyone, I'm McNeil. Thanks for checking out my channel. Today we're going to go over a sequence for those of you with arthritis, or those of you who have perhaps an injury or have had an injury in the ankle or somewhere in the foot, to help rebuild some strength and mobility in the ankle joint. There's different ways that you can do this first sequence, and it can be seated in a chair like me, or it can be cross-legged on the floor. It really depends on your flexibility in your hips. So we're going to assume that the flexibility is quite minimal, and we might even be asking a lot to do what I'm about to do, to cross one leg over the other, okay? But there's ways to modify. So this leg will be, slightly bent, and then we're going to lift carefully, this leg up on top. So the back of the shin is supported on the thigh. It doesn't matter if this knee is winging up, okay? Of course, we want to make sure that there isn't a lot of pulling, that you are fairly comfortable here, in the hip joint of the lifted leg, right? And then once we get to this place, I want you to grab your foot and use your fingers to get in between the toes, so you can get a nice grip. Now, if you have arthritis in your feet and this hurts your toes, then you can simply hold the foot like so, okay? But I like to be able to spread the toes out. It gives me a grip on that foot, and then I can go through some ankle circles and very slowly, right, maneuver my ankle into some circles. Now, remember to go both ways. Go nice and slow. If there's a lot of clicking and clacking, slow it down even more. Try to maintain a range of motion where you don't feel or don't experience the clicking or the clacking. Okay? And of course you want to do both feet the same way. So either with the fingers, holding the foot, gently going through some circles with the ankles. Now, if this is impossible, the whole crossing over thing, which it very might well be, then you can do some circles on the ground this way. The heel on the floor, legs stretched out gently in front of you, and you simply go back and forth this way. Okay? Then the second sequence, or the second part of this, is working on lifting the different parts of the foot, or the toes really, off the ground. This is great standing, but for this video we'll just do it seated, so assuming that it's more comfortable, more accessible for more of you to come to a seated position. Even if you don't have arthritis, it's great to start to try to energize those muscles of the feet. If we don't use them enough, sometimes they even become, completely incapable of lifting the toes, as mine have, I have to admit. So doing this standing or seated, and those of you with arthritis or not, it's a good thing, to use Martha's words. So flat feet on the floor. You can use blocks or books if you can't quite ground the feet down, to give yourself a little bit more height under the feet. Okay. Then we're going to, the first part is simply lift the toes gently off the floor. Ground through the 3 points of the feet when you do this. Heel, pinky toe mound, big toe mound. So those 3 points on both feet get weight, and the toes lift. And then we release. And you can do it again. Lift, spread the toes out, and then settle back down. If you're anything like me, when you do this toe spreading exercise, your hands want to help out. So you can let them help out if they want to stretch out, to really, get those toes to release them, and go for it. Then you plant the feet, and then I want you to see if you can lift just the big toes off the floor. Okay? Then maybe, just the pinky toes. Not much is happening, but that's the idea, okay? And then you can combine, right? Maybe big toes stay down, rest of the toes come off. So play around with the different combinations. If you're a runner, great to build strength in the feet. If you have flat feet, perfect exercise for you. Okay, so it might seem very simple and not really necessary for those of you without arthritis. to strengthen and keep mobility in the joints will help you in the long term. If you already have arthritis that affects the feet and the joints of the toes, then this is definitely something you want to do. Okay, and then the final part is we're going to do a heel press. So depending on your flexibility, you might be able to come more to the front of the chair and stretch your entire leg out and gently press through the heel. You might be somewhere in between, right, where you sit further back and you simply press the leg out this way, okay? But what I want is that effort of pressing the heel away without straining anywhere. You don't have to aggressively pull the toes back towards you. I want heel press away along the floor. A yoga strap is a great tool for this one, although it's tempting for people to use it, their upper body, use the strap to yank the foot up. But what it is good for, you put it around the ball of the foot, is to give a little something to press into with the ball and to press the heel away. Okay, so you're not holding on for dear life. Look, I'm barely holding the strap, just a little bit of tension on the strap, and this will do double duty for some of you to stretch out the calf muscles and maybe even the back of the knee, right, and the hamstring. So gently going into that. And of course, you would switch sides, do a hold, and then why not add a point and a flex, and a point and a flex, and a point and a flex. My knee was moving a little bit too much there. If you could try to isolate the movement through the ankle, there we go, and not involve the knee or the hip or the spine, you'll be better off, okay? So that'll strengthen the muscles of the shin as well. And also, as you point, stretch out, release through the front of the ankle and the foot, right? There's ways of doing it in legs up the wall, heel presses. We can go over that in another video when we have the wall space, okay? But for now, do it seated, do your rotations through the ankle, both directions, do your heel presses, do your toe lifts, toes and toe, one at a time, all together, different combinations, play around with it, see if you can build the mobility in your feet and have fun with it, okay? And you'll see over time, when you do the work, you'll see change happening, okay? So enjoy. Thanks for checking in again. And if you want to find out more about how yoga can help with arthritis or just as it's used for therapy, you can sign up for my newsletter at mcneilyoga.ca. Thanks, guys.